who pulled up for a catch-up. It's really here from 947 Afternoons. And if you're here, it means you've got taste. Go ahead, enjoy the moment you missed. But don't ghost me. Weekdays, 12 to 3 p.m. on 947. I'm loud and way more fun in real time. And yeah, there's more audio magic waiting for you right here on Prime Media Plus. 947 Drive with Tundo.
Weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m.
So a rare but potentially deadly virus, not potentially, we've seen that it is deadly, has entered South Africa's health conversation, right? Raising questions that go far beyond the smaller number of confirmed cases. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, the numbers were 2 who had passed away on board, 1 who had passed away just after disembarkation. And then, of course, somebody who is being treated in intensive care here in Johannesburg, which obviously has people saying, why here? Well, joining us on the line is Health Minister Dr Aaron Motsoaledi. Thank you so much for speaking with us, Minister.
Hello, is that Tando?
It is indeed, Minister. How are you doing today?
How are you?
Good.
I'm trying. Thank you very much.
It must be a tough time. I think I'll speak for myself. It's the first I hear of Hantavirus. What is it? And also, why was the ill patient, without seeming like I'm not being sympathetic, brought to South Africa?
Yes, Tando. Look, viruses are many. There are millions and millions of viruses. I'm sure you're going to hear about the new virus almost every year. Like this Hantavirus have got 38 different strains with different names. So they are very numerous. But anyway, your question is, why did the person come to South Africa? Is that the question?
Yes, correct.
Yes, look, these people were tourists who were moving from Argentina to Canary Islands via Cape Verde. Mm-hmm. But they were going through lots of islands in the Atlantic because they are also bird watching. Now, the first one fell sick when they were going to St. Helena Island. And on arrival there, he died. He's a Dutch citizen. He died in St. Helena. Now, the wife, who was also on the trip, was flown to South Africa because she wanted to go home in the Netherlands via OR Tambo Airport. When she arrived at the OR Tambo, she was not sick when she left St. Helena. She collapsed at OR Tambo. She was taken to a hospital in Kempton Park. Unfortunately, she died there. Then the third one left St. Helena, was going to Ascension Island. And when he arrived there, he got sick. He was flown to South Africa, where he's admitted. He's still alive. That's the one that you're talking about, yes. Who's still alive. That is the one where tests showed that it is Hantavirus. So because the lady who had already died in Captain Park, blood was taken from her just to check what she's suffering for.
Yeah.
Then they rushed in and checked the Hantavirus, only to find that it's positive. Now, your question, when people are sick, diseases know no borders, remember. When people are sick from any ailment, they go to the nearest area. If you are sick at sea, you go to the nearest area where there are human beings or where you can get treatment. And the nearest to all these places where the sickness happened is South Africa. That's why they were all flown here. We were not chosen for any specific reason, but because we are the nearest from all those islands.
Minister, I mean, given how rare this disease is in South Africa, do we have the diagnostic tools and the clinical readiness to manage, cases such as these should, touch wood, more cases arise?
The fact that we're able to diagnose it means we've got diagnostic tools. Remember, I know that in South Africa we like undermining ourselves. We have got well-known issues like the NICD, the National Institute for Communicable Diseases. It's not just an ordinary institution. It's a World Health Organization collaborating center. When you are selected as a World Health Organization collaborating or reference center, it means you are very much advanced. You are recognized by the whole world. NICD is like that. So it can help us to diagnose. Now, coming to the treatment, Tando, viruses generally don't have treatment, as you know. Even COVID, there was no treatment. What was there was treating symptoms and life support of a particular person until we find a vaccine. But there was no specific treatment, as you know. So viruses are not usually treated, but they are managed. which is what is happening with this hantavirus.
Should South Africans be concerned, Minister?
Well, any disease concerns South Africans and concerns all of us who are living, but we want to assure them that up to so far, yes, 2 people have died. We have started a process of tracing the contact tracing. So at the moment, we don't know the extent of the spread. We are doing contact tracing in South Africa. NICT is helping us. But because this was a multinational, the people were coming from all nations or from many nations in the ship, the WHO is also helping internationally.
Minister, thank you so much for your time. That's Minister of Health, Aaron Motsoaledi.
947 Drive with Tundo.
Weekdays, 3 to 6 p.m.